Back here with Bart Scott. We are going viral. Marlins prospect Isan Diaz making his MLB debut last night after going hitless in his first 2 plate appearances. Diaz stepped up in the 6th facing Jacob deGrom, and the Marlins broadcast went live with his dad. It's great. Check it out.
We managed to get to this point, so
yeah,
we're extremely happy for him.
Is this an emotional day for you?
Very, very emotional.
If you are a dad who grew up throwing the ball to your kid in the backyard and you cherish that, and then to see your kid hit a home run in the majors, I can't even imagine.
Project Wolverine is a failure right now. Jeter's killing that
Oh,
team.
come on. All right, that's fine. Side note.
It was a great moment. I'm a Mets fan.
This is ruining everything.
They took the L.
Man,
They took the
Debbie
L.
Downer
That was
over
great,
there.
man.
That ball was still going when it hit the stands.
Yep.
Well, you should have saw
Great
the one.
timing.
You should have saw the one J.D. Davis hit after.
Oh, my God. Shut up, Bart.
We get
How do I
watch the
always
game.
say
Watch
that?
the game. We
Turn
get
the
it.
channel.
Back
You
to
keep
the
talking like that, people are going to turn the channel.
NFL now, where Bart's actually excited. Despite heartbreaking losses to end their last 2 seasons, the Saints are still tied with the Patriots and the Rams for the NFL's best record during that span. This year, a resilient Drew Brees will be playing his 19th season. Said, quote, "I think I have the ability to be as good as I have ever been." All right, Bart, how has Drew Brees been able to be so good at this age?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking earlier, and I had to totally agree with Chris for once. I think it's because the rules of the game are so easy now that these guys are able to play at such an advanced age, and every year, 300 guys are coming in. You have the 35% turnover rosters.
Yep.
They're seeing it for the first time. The fact that he's been able to be with Sean Payton and he's able to stay in the same system allows packages to grow. I remember when I was in Baltimore, the fact that I was with Rex my whole career.
What does that mean to the packages grow?
Well, the packages grow. You come in with, say, okay, we're going to do this out of 3 wides. And then, if you dominate a year, you can always go back to some of that data, right? So you can say, this team's playing us like this, and you can go back to, remember in 2008, okay, we can counter that with this. And everybody understands that.
With
and
the
it's
base
like that,
original package.
and it's that nonverbal communication that you have with your coach, understanding that, listen, I can't prepare you for every situation, but I can give you tools to your toolbox, and it's up to you to be able to know which one to pull out. Whether you're changing your hot route, whether you're flipping your formation, whether you're going and understanding, okay, well, this guy's going to be hot, I'm going to take a hit. Okay, I'm going to check to a fade on the backside. The fact that you've been together so long, and what happens is new players that come in, they get that information immediately because you know what they... Because Brees tells them what to expect and what he's thinking. So what happens is they can think through any situation, right? So the fact that they've been together for so long, the fact that they've improved this defense, and understanding that Drew Brees has limitations in his physical ability. He played great early in the season, but then he got that dead arm period where he really couldn't push the ball down the field. So now they know they're going to have to run the football more and kind of save him, put him on a pitch count. The load management is what new athletes do now, and win the game sloppy early on, knowing that they only need him to be special late in the game in certain situations, not carry them like he did early in his career.
Yeah, the league's always going through trends, and right now you've seen with Drew Brees and Sean Payton over the last couple years, they've decided to be a lot more physical, running the football.
Yeah.
Kamara, Ingram. Ingram's gone. They've gone to Latavius Murray, a free agent from Minnesota. He's supposed to come over to be able to share the load. Also, around NFL training camps and the Saints, teams are practicing more 2 tight end formation. So they're going to remove the fullback even more, place a tight end. So now you don't have a weakness. You don't have a strength. Is the strength to the right or the left? You are a balanced formation. You can be strength running to your left. You can be strength running to your right. Bart is right. They do have all this additional information. When a coach puts in a play, he puts in the coaching points at the bottom of the play. This play right here is not good against cover 2. If they blitz you off the weak side, your number 4 receiver, he's got to go hot. So you know, you got an encyclopedia of information that the system is more fortified. And when you have continuity, Coach Mangini talks about it all the time. When you have guys who have played in the same system, the next year you can add to it. You can say, you know something, Bart? The Rams play the same defense we play, but their weak side linebacker, we put him in this position. We want to try to, and they show you these clips of these other teams doing it. You're like, oh, we'll add that to what we're doing. So these quarterbacks have more answers to the test. The game is easier for them. As I played, my year 7 through year 16, the game was easy. Some of the game was in slow motion because also that turnover. I'm playing against younger DBs. They didn't know my skill set. They hadn't played against me, so you're able to take advantage of that freshness and of the turnover in the NFL. New personnel every year, and these coaches, these quarterbacks are carving these defenses apart.
And as far as Brees is concerned, yeah, you got the mechanics there. The accuracy is there once his arm strength comes back. The ability to really see the feed and see the field and take it all in. But Nick, is this the best team that he's had around him since he's been in New Orleans?
I think it's the best team he's had since they won the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl team had a top 5 defense go along with the #1 offense. When they were missing the playoffs 4 out of 5 years, they had a bottom 2 defense, 31st or 32nd ranked defense every year. Last couple years, it's moved back into the top 15. If that defense can move into the top 10, I think they're the favorites out of the NFC to go to the Super Bowl.
Here's the difference. What's the last smart defense that we've had in this league?
Smart defense?
Smart defense. Hey, listen, we've had defense with great talented players, but smart defense is defense that can fool quarterbacks. I would say
Baltimore.
Baltimore or the Seattle Seahawks was the last group of defensive players that we thought were intelligent, that can really understand how to play the scheme and how to be played at
how to counter this veteran quarterback.
Exactly. It's a great quarterback.
All right, Bart, we'll see you a little bit later on the show. Got to take a break. Coming up, what should we expect from Cam Newton in his preseason debut this Thursday? That's next on First.
When was the last smart analyst we had sit over there?